Well, the Crystal Palace hat was getting a little tight, so I went and saw my barber today, and it fits a lot better now. That's not the story, though. The story is about how FC Metz is our new bestest buddy in all of Ligue 1. Why? Well, PSG played Marseille, and they lost. And then 3 days later, they played FC Metz, and they lost. And they lost pretty badly. Holy cow, I'll show you that here in a little bit. But that means our 13-game unbeaten streak, and PSG was one of the last teams we lost to, Man City was the other one, means we are currently top of Ligue 1. And if we beat Man City today, or we draw against them, we win our Champions League group. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 90. Well, and this is PSG's schedule. As you can see, they lost 3 games back to back, but one of those was a Champions League game. Their group, they are currently in second place, although there's a chance they could miss out if somehow they lose to Zenit and Borussia Dortmund beats Madrid. Anyhow, they played Marseille on the 26th and they lost 2-1. And then on the 29th, they played Metz and they lost 2-1. And they just had an absolutely horrible game. Look at this. Hugelig on a 6-1, De Ligt on a 6-5, Wilsh on a 6-5, Lesovoy, Olivier on a 6-5, Mbappe on a 6-4 and taken off at halftime. Florius and Reuter scored for Metz, and frankly, they weren't the best team either, but they were solid, especially at the back where it counted. Ruben had some very nice saves, apparently. As a result of those back-to-back losses, we're currently in first place. We're 3 points ahead of PSG. 15 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. I believe we've each drawn to Monaco. No, they drew to Nantes. We drew to Monaco. Our 40 goals are the second highest in the league. Our 13 goals allowed are third best. We still got 32 yellow cards. It's not top 5, but it's top 10. I'm still kind of miffed about that. Bastia leads us with 13 goals and the best rating. Guzman Fernandez and Mario Tomasi, 6 assists apiece to lead us. Tom Vlasic, a 91% pass completion percentage. Tomasi and Julio Lemos, 3 players in the match award each. Lemos also has 7 yellow cards. Vlasic has the 1 red card for the Champions League game, if I remember correctly. This is... It's not unexpected, but it's a little bit earlier than expected, if that makes sense. I would have thought we were a year or 2 away from challenging comfortably for first place. I know we finished second place last season, but that's because PSG has such a good team. Their quality is so much better than everybody's. But, I don't know. Did they lose a bunch of people this year that I just wasn't aware of? Alvaro Valencia went to Man United. He was a midfielder. Xavier Munoz went to Barcelona. He was a backup player, but they're sending backup players to Barcelona for $35 million. He was a youngster, for crying out loud. Kessie went to Arsenal for $30 million. Henauer to Schalke. Those guys that all strike me as backups. Or youth players that they're just moving on because they have older players in. They got Heraldes from us. And that was their, Barcoki, who they got in the midfield to replace, I clicked too far, Valencia. They made a profit there. They've sold more than they bought this year, which is rare for them, to be honest with you. But, their off-season is our good luck. Today, though, our recaps. Let's see. After thumping Nantes 5-2, why did this change? Oh, that's why. I had to delete my preferences and everything when I was trying to fix what the hell was going on with my game. We were away at Caen, and we won 3-1 thanks to goals by Fernandez, Pichon, and Lemos. Against Real San Sebastian in the Champions League, Bastien had a brace of goals in the 14th and 64th minutes. Against Lille, Bastien, another goal. Tomasi, a goal in the 65th minute. Against Havre, we FM'd them completely and totally. Luca Mercurio, a 93rd minute goal. This was a game that I don't know that either side really wanted to win. They had 7 shots, 2 on target. We had 14 and 6 and a decent possession advantage. We could not put the ball in the net. Plus, Lemos went out injured with a twisted ankle. It was a little bit disconcerting. Against Guingamp, Bastien, a goal in the 55th minute. Morales, a goal in the 81st minute. This was a pretty rotated side. And the players that performed well performed really well. Orlov had a good game. Flores had a good game. Morales had a very good game. So did Gravenberch. Mercurio, not so much. But Malangu, who I brought on and started Fernandez, definitely not. It was so bad. I brought Pichon on at the half. Correa came on for Ayrton, and I moved a couple people around. It was just annoying. The only other thing that would have been more annoying was that Legal missed a penalty in the 93rd minute, so we preserved the clean sheet. 25 shots, 9 on target, minuscule possession advantage. We just... the Morales goal came off a set piece, and I think that's what saw us through. Other than that, they had challenges, and Orlov was very good between the sticks. They're the 18th place team. They're fighting relegation, and they definitely gave us our money's worth. Today, though, we are playing Man City away, and then we are going, I was going to play Toulouse, but we got Marseille coming up in the Coupe League 4th round game, so I think we're going to skip the Toulouse game and then come back for the Marseille game. And then... we're playing Saint Etienne in the French Cup 9th round at the beginning of January. Usually I like to skip January just because I don't like playing during a transfer window. That's just a personal preference thing, but that's also going to be 7 games. 8, 9, 10 if you count us going all the way to PSG. So... we'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. But definitely today it's going to be Man City and Toulouse. So I'm going to check my best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back for that match in just a bit. Oh, something a little bit different today. It's a 4-2-2-2. Orlov in goal. Sessegnon, Bueno Prieto, Zhang Cheng, and Flores as the defensive back four. Mercurio and Gravenberch as the midfielders. Tomasi and Correa as the attacking midfielders. And Fernandez and Pichon as the strikers. And I need to switch Tomasi and Correa around. So I'm going to do that here after I give the speech. Now, corner to Man City right off the opening kickoff. Soler. Sessegnon knocks it away. Shu, top of the box. To Palacios, dispossessed. That must have been a foul somewhere. And Correa just got injured. Well, I was going to talk about how I've been practicing this formation for a couple of weeks, and I really wanted to see how it would work out. Instead, Mattis Correa goes out with a potential foot injury in the 4th minute. So we... I'm going to switch to our 4-2-4, bring on Ruiz to replace Correa. Tomasi can play on the right wing. He's not the best at it, but he can do it. Nuts. Ederson up to Upamecano. To Shu. To Soler. Over to Ortega. Cuts back inside. Big gap. Bueno Prieto knocks it away, though. Intercepts the pass. Hoy has it, though. Sends it right back to Shu. To Gomes. To Hoy. To Kimi, up to Palacios. To Sargent. Back to Kimi. To Shu, center of the field. Crosses into Ortega all alone left side of the box. Holds it up, tries crossing it in. Sargent's there. Orlov can't make the save. That was some good ball movement by Man City. They were pretty patient. And the defense really didn't break down until there, and even then they had a decent chance of getting Ortega's way. Orlov probably should have done a better job of stopping that. So one of the reasons I was going to play the 4-2-2-2 today was to save my wingers. And they scored again. Scorer, appropriate name, off the header on the set piece. Almost looked like Flores hit that in. Bueno Prieto on the throw-in to Fernandez. Back to Bueno Prieto. Long cross in. Tomasi. Right to Ederson. Rolls it out to Gomes. Up to Shu. Out to Soler. He's going to cut inside. Split the defender. Sargent. Oh. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, that's the wind out of my sails. Orlov was just flat-footed there. We're not even 20 minutes into the game. Good grief. Ortega on the throw to Shu, to Gomes. Back to Shu, to Sargent. Oh, Soler. Knock it away. What the? Oh, wow. Looks like, oh. Gravenberch. Short kick to Sessegnon. Oh, knocked away by Shu, right to score. Up to Plakios, only one defender back. Plakios broke wide. Cuts back inside after holding it up. Scores there. Off the post. Gets the rebound back. Flores knocks it away after Orlov pushes it out. Sessegnon drives forward, crosses it in. Upamecano taps it to Ederson. That almost looked like it was a mistake. Rolls it out to Hoy. To Hakimi. Out to Plakios. Up to Sargent. Over to score. Orlov. What the hell, dude? Come on! Orlov, what the hell is Orlov doing this match? That's 2 goals. He should have stopped. Zhang Cheng on the throw to Pichon. Back to Zhang Cheng. Tomasi crosses it in, but Ederson steps in front of Fernandez. Rolls it out to Gomes. Up to Sargent. Too far. Sessegnon. Point of Prieto, Zhang Cheng. Ortega steps in front of Tomasi, but Zhang Cheng has it. Bounces back and forth. Bueno Prieto finally sends it up into space. Hakimi's going to run it down before Fernandez gets there, though. Over to Ederson. Up to Hoy. Out to Plakios. Drives towards the center of the field. Soler takes it. Jeez. Of all the times I wish I had a second keeper on the bench. Plakios. Mercurio dispossesses him, but Plakios gets it back. Sessegnon steps in front of that pass. Pichon stops running, but Gravenberch ends up with the ball. Tomasi to Mercurio. Out to Ruiz. Holds it up, crosses it in, right to Upamecano. Long pass, Zhang Cheng knocks it down. However, Shu gets it. Up to Sargent. Over to Soler. Dispossessed in the box. Oh, it is 6-0. I really don't want to see this again. David Sargent, first quarter hat trick. Cameron score, brace of goals. They had 3 goals in 3 minutes. Sessegnon, Fernandez, Hakimi steps in front of it. Ruiz ends up with the ball, sends it back to Sessegnon. Bueno Prieto. All the way back to Orlov, who, to his credit, stops that. Out to Bueno Prieto. Back to Orlov. Over to Zhang Chen. Out to Tomasi. Long pass. Hoy steps in front of it. Gomes gets the ball. Out to Plakios. And he pushes it wide left. Small favors. Small favors. Holy smokes. Sargent. Orlov with the save. Mercurio. We're going to bring Roland on for Tomasi. We're going to bring Macon on for Pichot. Well, it looks like they're comfortable with their 6-0 lead. I take that back. I totally just hit the wrong thing there. Getson. Over to Sargent. Taps up to Shu. Back to Foden. Bounces off a Bastia player. Getson runs it down. Out to Ortega. Alone on the left. Holds it up. Garcia. Dispossessed. Orlov. Out to Roland. Long. He's going to try and pass it up. Macon's going to run it down after the errant pass. Macon crosses it in. Fernandez is there, and we break up the clean sheet. Nice job. That's only his 6th goal of the season. Nice job by Macon, though. Nice header by Fernandez over Hakimi. Plakios, corner kick in for City. And Orlov stops it. Foden bounces it off a Bastia player. Shoot at the top of the box. Bounces off the wall. A second time, a third time. Fernandez runs it down. Dispossessed by Ortega. Of course he is. Gravenberch is about to die. Oh, that was an interesting place to stop a highlight. Oh, he's standing on top of the ball as time counts down. Come on. I don't know what's going on here. Blow the whistle, ref. He's literally going to hold... Oh, no. He looked like he was going to hold it for 30 seconds. Plakios to Fulton to Shu. Macon stopped running. Ortega let it go out of bounds. That's the game. 6-1. We just got absolutely stoked. Jeez. When Guzman Fernandez is my best player on a 7-0, we know... To quote Bart Simpson, that sucks and blows. Oh, what happened with Correa? 3 to 6 weeks on a twisted ankle. So we're going to skip the Toulouse game and come back for Marseille. I got to fix the training for this week. Oh, yeah, I scheduled a friendly against Eintracht Frankfurt just in the December off-season. So, maybe we come back for that. I don't know. Anyhow, we'll be back against Marseille in just a bit. I got to go find some salve. Well, it was late last night after the first game. Woke up this morning, mowed the lawn, came back in, started playing this game, realized I forgot to go over the results of the last game. We tied. It was a really rotated side. PSG won, but somehow we're still ahead of them in the standings, so we'll have to take a look at that here in a minute. We should be ahead of them. We should be ahead of them by a point, but we're still ahead of them by 3, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyhow, we are playing Marseille today. We're playing our 4-2-4. Orlov in goal, Sessegnon, Zhang Cheng, Morales, and Flores is the defensive back four. Mercurio and Gravenberch is the midfielders. Ruiz and Macon is the attacking midfielders. Fernandez and Pichon up top as the strikers. 4-1-3-1-1. Interesting. Well, last year we got to the Coupe League finals. I can't remember what I promised the board we get to this year, but I'm reasonably sure it's quarterfinal, semifinal, something like that. So we need a good result against Marseille. Macon from outside the box sends it in, and it's headed over the crossbar. Man, really quiet first half. Coming up on halftime here. We've had 6 shots not on target. Marseille's had 5 shots not on target. They've had a big possession advantage, but it hasn't helped them at all. Let's see here. Okay, well, prove a point. Well, not everybody was on board with that plan. Aaron with the throw-in for Marseille. To Munayer, over to Haidara, to Martinek. He centers it to Jasanovic, back out to Bangura. To Jasanovic, up to Munayer, cuts right, out to Henriks, who's all alone on the right. He cuts inside. Haidara, top of the box, takes a shot off the crossbar. Zhang Cheng kicks it out of bounds. Dodged a bullet there. We're going to make a couple changes here. It's about 70 minutes into the game. Tomasi is going to come on for Gravenberch. Jovanovic is going to come on for Macon. Sessegnon on the throw-in to Ruiz. Oh, bounces the ball off a Marseille player. Dragos has it. Back out to Heinrichs. Over to Martinek. To Alain. Back to Jasanovic. To Alain. To Martinek. Up to Dragos. Taps back to Bangura. Drives left. Aaron on the left side of the box. Crosses in. Jasanovic's there, but he skies it over the crossbar. Come on, fellas. Munayer. To Jasanovic. Dispossessed by Ruiz. Fernandez, can he get it from going out of bounds? He does. Crosses it in. Jovanovic's there, and he scores. That's what I mean when Fernandez is really hot and really cold. He'll go 10 hours without scoring, and then he'll do something like this. Nice volley by Jovanovic. He's just getting back from a twisted ankle. Flores on the throw into Pichon. Out to Mercurio. Long, off the crossbar. Long shot attempt. Tomasi. Why would FM do that? Sessegnon on the throw-in. Fernandez to Ruiz. Over to Tomasi. Back to Ruiz. Drives forward. Long cross, but Aaron steps in front of it. Ari has it. Drives forward. Over to Dragas. Cuts right. Nuts. He's a quality keeper. I've tried getting him in the past, and he ended up going to Marseille. Morales on the throw to Pichon. Back to Morales, over to Tomasi. Long cross towards Sessegnon on left side of the box. Back to Mercurio. Long shot, and he scores. Well done, Luca. And it happened again. I think it has something to do with the NVIDIA settings. If you do have an NVIDIA graphics card like I do, if you go to your desktop and you right-click, you'll get a NVIDIA graphics control setting. You can go in and customize your programs that use the NVIDIA. And when I looked at the one for FM, there were a few things on there that I don't remember changing or adding. So, I think it may have been a fight with the program between which graphics card it was using, the integrated one or the NVIDIA card I have. So anyhow, I loaded the game back up, simmed through it, and we won on penalty kicks after extra time, after Luca Mercurio got sent off in the 72nd minute. I'm not going to fine him for this because, frankly, I didn't see it happen. And plus, we had the penalty shootout. Pichon, Morales, Tomasi, Jovanic, and Vlecic scored. Sessegnon missed. Aaron Martin missed for Marseille. And seeing as how we were ahead 2-1 with like 5 minutes left in the game when it crashed last time, I'm okay with this result. It moves us forward. As for the previous result, we drew with Toulouse 1-1 thanks to a Frank goal in the 17th minute. And then, well, we got FM. Domingo Pastor scored in the 93rd minute. By all rights, we should have won this game. We had 15 shots, 9 on target, decent possession advantage to their 11-5. If we go to the league... Okay, yeah, now that makes sense. Because PSG's a point behind us. That must not have updated the last time I looked at it. They may have just played in the league table and updated. We're still a point ahead of PSG. We're 9 points ahead of Monaco? I did not realize that. That's pretty wild. So it looks like it's going to be a two-team race, which essentially means it's going to be a one-team race, because PSG is going to be PSG. They'll come up and boss us. I'm almost positive of that, unless someone gets injured or something like that. 41 games played. 18 games played, 41 goals is third highest, 14 goals is third best, 32 yellow cards. Our attendance is peaked out at 17,280 again. I swear, if the board at the end of the year says we don't have enough money to buy the field, I may just have to break out the editor. Bastia leads us with 13 goals and the highest rating. Guzman Fernandez and Mario Tomasi, 6 assists apiece. Thomas Vlecic, a 91% pass completion rate. Tomasi and Lemos, 3 players of the match. And Lemos also has 7 yellow cards. This is one thing I need to look at here real quick. Bastien Pichon is wanted by Madrid and Sassuolo. No. Interest being shown elsewhere. Okay, well, you know what? You're here till 2032 because I ain't letting you leave. So we've got the Coupe League quarterfinal draw coming up. We should have the Champions League first knockout round draw coming up as well. Let me check the calendar here real quick. I'm almost positive it happens within the next couple of days. So we're going to go forward to that and then call it an episode. We do have back-to-back games against Angers and Saint Etienne coming up, but they are both lower table teams. I want to say Angers is 19th, Saint Etienne is 14th. I could have those reversed. St. Etienne is 19th. Angers is 14th. Yeah, St. Etienne's 19th. They've really fallen off the past couple of seasons. Regis Fillet has a long-term injury, damaged Achilles tendon. Okay, you know what? We'll recall him for one. How did he do in his 16 appearances? 2 goals, 5 starts, 10 off the bench. Gonna have to keep an eye on him, see how badly that Achilles is gonna hurt him in the long run. Okay, here is the Coupe quarterfinal draw. Lens is playing Nantes. Lyon is playing PSG. We are playing Monaco. That means Nimes is playing Guingamp. You know, I guess we're not doing the knockout round draw. That must be coming up. You know, let me check the calendar real quick. Did the draw already happen and I missed it? Well, let's see what happens if I go forward. We'll go right up to the beginning of the St. Etienne game. See what happens. Yeah, I'm an idiot. The draw already happened. We're playing Juventus in February, and that actually works out really well. We're gonna skip the French Cup 9th round against St. Etienne. We're gonna skip the quarterfinal against Monaco. And come back for Juventus PSG. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-game break. But we can do Juventus and PSG, and then come back for Juventus and Lyon. And whatever happens after the Coupe de Ligue and French Cup happens. Really kind of I missed that. I can't believe I missed that. I wonder if it happened last night and I just wasn't paying attention, which is entirely possible. I will be the first to admit that. So. More graphics problems. Hopefully they stopped. Got a post out to SI. Haven't heard anything back on it yet. I'll have to double check that again. But as tomorrow is the day we are officially going on vacation. I know I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I record ahead. And I've got videos scheduled for while we're on vacation. So hopefully, knock on wood, nothing will happen. It'll be a while before I hear back from them. So, yeah. That Man City game was absolutely embarrassing. It's bad enough we lost. You know, losing 6-1 is just salt on the wounds. And some of the goals we gave up were just stupid. And we had the game won before the graphics card decided to say, no! We'll come back and win it on penalties. I'm okay with that. So, we'll go back in. You know, like I said, I went back in, checked the NVIDIA settings and things like that. And we'll have to see what keeps happening. Keeps happening, we'll do some further investigations. But I thank those of you who have stuck through it till the end. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please have a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as best as I can. My name is FM19, and I thank you for watching the Return on Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 90.